Hi, this is Mel from Mel Pink Journals, and in this video, in the last video, I showed you the final flip through of this traveler's notebook sized journal I created for myself to use to write letters to my pen pal. And I want to create a similar kind of journal, just another cover, together with you in this video. And because I ran out of tea dye papers, I will use other papers, but I will do similar things I did here. So let's start. So I will put this out of the way or onto the side. As a reference for me. So I already cut out some cardstock. Here is something painted on, but you will not be able to see this later. So these are 11 by 22 centimeters and my spine is 2.5 centimeters. So, and in this case, I don't want to use fabric to cover my book up, but this kind of plastic. Let's see, yes, here it is. This is DC Fix. It's a self-adhesive foil. Usually you put it onto your table or onto your furniture. But I will use this to wrap around my cardboard. This is as thick as usual food packaging would be. So this is way more than needed. So let's just cut it to the size that we approximately need. So just eyeballing, there's no need of measuring exactly. Of course you can measure exactly if you want to, but for me it's a junk journal, and even if I create junk journals for my Etsy shop, which will be linked down below in the info box, I usually just eyeball. So let's see, I think this will be enough. And I do the same when using fabric. So, okay, first of all, I want to remove the back side or the backing. This foil is a bit older, so it is not sticking so well. But it will work out for what we are doing because I want to sew it on anyway. But the thing is, I don't need extra glue, which is really cool. I think... it's just here. I don't think this will be visible, so I will just put this down somewhere over here, just eyeballing. So then we need something like a gap from something like 5 millimeters. Again, just eyeballing. And again, something like a 5 millimeter gap, just eyeballing. Okay, I already see I have some wrinkles on here. Okay, I will try to smoosh them out. So just using this old credit card thing, and if I'm not able to smooth this out, for me it's totally fine. But if you don't like the wrinkles on your cover and you want to use a foil, then I would recommend to remove only a bit of the backing of the foil, then put on your first cover and work your way through. But in this case, we will just live with the wrinkles, because for me it adds to the journal. It adds to the character of the journal. And this is only for my private use, so it really doesn't have to be perfect in any way. So here are the gaps. Now removing this from our craft mat. Now we need to put on the edges. I will repeat the step for all 4 edges. Okay, last edge. Okay, and now we need to put this over. I will not put on any glue onto this triangles. Triangles usually I do, but because I want to sew around anyway, it's really not necessary. When I use fabric like I did here, I would put on some glue right onto here so that it stays in place. And I did this for the other journal, even if I sewed around, but it was not necessary, to be honest. When you sew around, you really need not this much glue. Okay, Okay, that's it. That is our cover. We can decide later which will be the front and which will be the back. Okay, that's it. So the next thing will be sewing around the edges. So along these edges here, for the look of it, and to make stay this this foil, this DC Fix foil, to stay in place. Then we will cover up the inside, but I will show you in the next step. I will just sew around the edges and then I will be right back. I decided to go with this fabric. This is a thin fabric and it's really flexible, so like jersey or stretch, I don't know. And it's a bit shining through. I don't know if it shows up so well in camera, but you can see a bit through. And I did not cut it straight, but for me it's perfectly fine for this journal. So, and then I want to put on some of this lace. So I need my glue, which is over here. Okay. So I want to put on a bit of glue. Oh, here's some glue left. I don't want to use this. I want to use up some bottle where is nearly no glue in, because it does not, has to stay in place perfectly. Okay, this is really dried out. Whoopsala. So this is the rest of the glue. In this case, I use this this tool to get it out, because I try to not waste anything. And then I just put on a bit of glue, just here and there, just to hold the fabric in place for the sewing process. And this glue holds fabric. I think, I don't know, this is Scotch, and I have Scotch permanent glue. So the Scotch permanent glue holds fabric in place, so light fabric, but it's really not necessary. It's just to hold it in place for the sewing process. So I try to smooth it out a bit. Try to put a bit onto the edges or the sides, to say so, because this fabric will move when sewing, because it's so stretchy and flexible. But anyway, for me it's okay. Just showing you the steps. Whoops. So I reuse these leftover glues. When you put it on like this, it will not come anything out because it's flat here, but you have something left in here. And I use it for smaller projects, so for example for journaling cards where I need only a bit of glue, or for projects like this. So I don't throw away the empty or nearly empty glue sticks. But if I need a bigger part to glue on and I want to make it stay in place really well, then usually I use a usual glue stick, so a full glue stick. So some baby wipes to wipe off this tool. This paint, don't know how you call it, tool. In German you say Farbmischwerkzeug, I think. Don't know how you call it this way. But usually you use some acrylic paint and then just put it onto your paper or something like this. So now we want to have the fabric and we want to decide which is the front and which is the back. I think I will use this as a front. So then putting on our fabric, something like straight. Okay, and getting rid of the glue where there's too much glue. Just double check, you can just wipe it off. So like over here. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay, I think you can see it. Yes, you can see the gaps. So I don't want to be the gaps so visible, just because I don't like it for myself. And you can see through a bit over here, but this is fine for me. So now I want to glue on this, and then I will sew around. Yes, I think I will do it this way. For this, I use my Fabri-Tac glue, fabric to fabric, paper to paper, paper to fabric, clear silicone glue. And just put on a bit of glue on some pieces of the lace. And as you can see, and as my channel name says, I love pink. So I have a pink craft mat, I have a pink lace, here is some pink on here, some light pink. Pink is really my favorite color. But of course you can use any colors you like. So then putting this on somewhere into the middle. Okay, this will hold in place by its own, but I want to sew around here because I did not put on some glue onto here, and this looks fine for me too, but I wanted to stay a bit more in place. I want to sew around the edges on here, and I just use the thread I have in my machine. This is a light pink and this is a brown, and it was not on purpose, but I think it's really perfect for this journal. So the colors to say so. So anyway, I want to sew around, and then I have a second sewing line on here. And this is totally fine for me, so I will let the glue dry for a few moments. Maybe I can cut off this little part. This is overlapping a bit too much. Just a tiny bit. Let's see if this is something like straight. No. Okay, this edge maybe. Okay, this is fine. I don't want to cut off too much. Maybe a bit over here. Okay, if I cut off more, I have to put on another thing. Okay, no, this is fine. Now I will sew around the edges of this whole fabric and sew around these edges over here, and then I will be right back. Okay, here some things went wrong. This fabric moved while this lace while sewing it on, and this because it's the stretch fabric. Let me just adjust the light a bit. Okay, maybe a bit more light. Let's see, something like this. A bit more. Okay, where's my light gone? Okay, sorry. Okay, I think this is good, hopefully. This moved a bit, and I have this wrinkled parts over here and over here a bit and over here. So I went around 2 times, first with this zigzag stitch and then with a straight stitch right onto the edges again. This is the outside right now. But you cannot do something wrong when creating junk journals, because you just do what you like. If you don't like what you see, you can unravel it, you can redo it. So it's really not expensive. So this one, were not really expensive materials, because I got some of this as a present, and I like it anyway. So I don't try to do things perfectly. I just wanted to show you the process, and sometimes it works out better, sometimes it works out crinkled like here, but anyway, just go with the flow. So again, back to our other journal as a reminder, or as a, how do you call it? I don't know right now. I don't remember the word. Reference, as a reference or reference. So, okay, we need 2 signatures. We can cover up the spine, decorate the spine later. On the inside, I covered it up with 2 fabrics or 3 pieces of fabric. Okay, we have done this. Okay, so the next part will be punching holes for our signatures. Okay, I'm back. I just had to sign off for a moment. So now for the holes, I grabbed my marker and I just eyeball. So this is our spine. This is the front, so this is the top. So I want to put on 2 holes, just eyeballing somewhere over here and over here. So the same for the bottom, over here and maybe over here. And then I don't eye for the middle, but a bit more to the top, so that I know when I punch the holes through my signatures where the top and where the bottom is. So when here is the middle, I will put in the holes somewhere over here. Okay, that's it. And this is not sewn straight. This is why I put it on like this, so that my holes are nearly straight. I like to use my Crocodile Big Bite, but if you don't have this fancy tool, you don't have to use it. You can just use a regular awl and just punch the holes through your cover. In this case, I want to use the 1/8 punch, not the 3/16, which is a bigger punch, but the smaller one. So 1/16, 1/8. Okay, so just sitting down and punching some holes. I really, really love this tool. I use it all the time since I have it. But this is optional. If you have a regular awl, it's totally fine as well. Okay. I have to trim off a bit of this leftovers over here. So through fabric it can be that you have a bit of leftovers. Through paper it works a bit better, but you just work your way through. So because I want to put on some eyelets, so I need my holes to be a bit more clean. Okay, nearly done. This is the fourth hole. Oh, there's my trash. Here it is. Okay, and the last two holes over here. And the last hole. Okay, so snip, snip, snip. Now I need this punching thing, and for this really small eyelets, so these are only 3 millimeters. So here it says 5 millimeters, but 5 millimeters is the head, and they are 3 millimeters in I don't know how you call it, 3 millimeters. I will search for the word. Wait a moment. Okay, Google Translator says diameter. So these are 5 millimeters for the head, but 3 millimeters diameter. So if you have a crocodile or a crocodile big bite, you need, let's see, this is 3C. Yes, 3C. Usually for the bigger holes, the 3/16, I use A1, and now I use 3C, but you can just search for it in Google. This is what I did, so that you know which setting you have to use to set your eyelets. So let's see, we need 6 of these eyelets. Okay, we don't need this. Let's just put this aside. Okay, and now I want to set my eyelets. Here you can see the holes, and it's not needed to set the eyelets, but I like the look of it. Okay, so now setting the eyelets. Oops, stay in place please. And these little really small eyelets are really perfect for stabilization of the holes and just for the look of it, because they don't need stabilization, it's just for the look, to be honest. And for card making, they are perfect for card making too. And I want to set another a bit bigger eyelet for some charms. We'll do this in a moment. But first of all, setting the eyelets for the holes. Yes. So, okay, I'm just working my way through. Hopefully I will not bore you to death, but I will put on some chapters so that you can switch to the next chapter, because you already have seen what I do here. And I don't know what to tell you right now. Oh, okay, maybe I can tell you this. First of all, when I purchased this eyelets and they appeared, I achieved the eyelets, I thought, oh no, they are so small, I cannot use them, and I did not find the right settings for my crocodile, and I have, oh, this did not work out, so this can happen, but no big deal. In this case I will just use another eyelet, and I did not find the right settings, and I was a bit frustrated and thought, oh, I cannot use them, maybe for card making, but I have nothing, no tool that I can use them for. But then I searched on Google, and I searched, I bought them on Amazon, and I searched the description, and the description told me which settings I had to put this crocodile big bite 2 on, so that I can set the eyelets, and it works out really perfect. Sometimes you have an eyelet that it's not, you try to set it and it gets a bit damaged, but I think it's just, it just can happen, and it's just some things you have to try out. Oh, okay, this got damaged too, but I think this is because of my setting and not because of the eyelet, but I can live with it. Okay, put this out. Oops. Okay, last 2 eyelets. Come on, it's a bit fiddly sometimes. Okay. Okay. And last one. Oops. So I searched for eyelets for crocodile because I was not sure which eyelets would fit the crocodile, because these eyelets open up like a flower on here, but I have some other eyelets for the Prim Vario, in German it's Zange Pliers, I think Prim Vario Pliers it's called, and these eyelets have some underlay, so it's a two-parted eyelet, and I cannot use them with this crocodile. But I had the pliers first and then I got the crocodile. So I want to reuse the other eyelets. Okay, this was a mistake. Anyway, sorry if I'm a bit out of frame. I just have to double check and move this a bit to me, because when I'm sitting down I cannot see what I'm filming. So, okay, but you already saw the process. So last eyelet, fully last eyelet. Trying to catch it right. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I don't know why this does not work out. So let's try again. I think it's a bit of trial and error, and it's just when you do it more often. I have these eyelets really in use, so I did not use them very often, but just can happen. Just take your time. No, this is not straight. Maybe I just need a bit more practice. This was the word I was searching for. Okay, this does not work out. Maybe it's a bit too thick over here, I don't know. Okay, I will try again. And I don't edit out these things because I think these are things that can happen to any crafter. And don't get frustrated, just go your way, just go on and practice, and then you will get better. And sometimes it just depends on the materials you use. Okay, now it worked out. Perfect. This is what I wanted. Okay, they are nearly straight, I think. Nearly. Okay, so let's double check. This is the top. I want to put an eyelet, an eyelet over here. So in this case I need the 3/16, so the bigger of the two holes. So this hole over here, the bigger one. So let's just punch this hole. Okay, I try to, am I in space, in frame? Yes, okay. I want to put my hole somewhere over here, so something like into the middle. And not too far away from the edge, but not into the edge. Okay. And I have some eyelets which I could use with a crocodile big bite too, but because I have these older eyelets and my Prim Vario pliers, I will just use this. I have just to get it, and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back with a crocodile big bite 2 eyelet, or an eyelet that can work out here. Oh, this is a bit open, I don't know why. I did not find the tools for my Prim Vario pliers, only for the really big holes. So they are nearly double the size than this. This would be fine as well, but I want to use this smaller eyelet, so the smaller hole, so I will just use this. This is a bit more blue, this is more green, but anyway. So then I have to redo the settings from 3 to 1, and from C to A. Yes, this is A, to set this eyelet. I just cleared my desk. I don't know, maybe they are onto here. Sorry, I just have to check now. I really don't know where the tools for my pliers are, but anyway, for the sake of this video, we'll just use this. Oh, eyelet setting. Okay. Okay, this worked out fine. Okay, fine. So now let's move on. So we can bind on this danglies later, we can put on something on the front later. So next step would be putting in an elastic as a closure. And if you want to decorate the inside, you could do this by now or later. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so I want to put in elastic right now. So let's search for some elastic to use. Okay, found some. I have this rainbow color elastic, so I will use something from here. Oh, I bought this new, so I have to watch out where it begins. Oh. Okay. Okay, let's put this out. Maybe this. Really doesn't matter. The color doesn't matter anyway. I just have to pull it through. You can use any color you like and any elastic you like. I like to use this rounded elastics. This is a bit tricky. Or I could remove the whole card. So let's see how much is needed. So I think this would be enough anyway. So now I put it into the middle holes, so the ends into the middle holes, and then tie a loosened knot on the inside. So something like this. And then this cannot go anywhere, and then just double check if this would be enough or if we need some more or less. Yes, this is good. Okay, then strengthen the knot and cut off the excess. Leave something like 1 centimeter or so staying over. Just double check. Okay, it's a bit strong, it could be a bit longer, but no, this is fine. Yes, this is fine. So, okay. Next step is putting in some signatures. So I have to sort out some signatures. And because this video is a bit longer for now, I will sort out the signatures off camera, cut them to size, and create the same things I did here. And I will bind them in together with you and put on all these decorations together in a video with you. And I will show you... yes, I think I will show you the creating of this part and this part as well, because I want to do this really similar. So, see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more junk journal craft videos. Take a look from my Etsy shop, which is linked down below in the description box. And maybe you want to see some bullet journal videos as well. I have some on my channel too. Bye!